Hi everyone, this is Paul Joyak at the Nonconformist Way here, and I'm back again basically to do a continuation for you on Brexit. This is part 2 on Brexit. Yeah, I didn't really mean for this to happen, but basically I forgot to say a few things in the previous video, and yeah, so obviously I said a lot in the previous one, so it's easy to leave things out, you know. Yeah, so what I just wanted to say that I left out was basically about like what was it about now? Oh, it's funny, isn't it? I can't even remember what I'm talking about. It's funny. Yeah, no, basically it was about like how obviously like lots of places within the United Kingdom, lots of countries in the United Kingdom, namely Scotland and Northern Ireland, voted to remain part of the European Union. Now, yeah, what I would like to say about this is that I feel that personally, yeah, like Scotland and Northern Ireland should be able to do their own separate Brexit deals. Yeah, and the Greek government should devolve these powers to these separate parliaments, you know. Yeah, because obviously they voted heavily to remain, you know. And yeah, I would also say that these powers should be devolved to like the Welsh Parliament as well. Like, because even though Wales voted to leave the European Union, as did England, I think that, yeah, why not? Why can't like the Welsh Parliament be devolved these powers as well, so whereby they can actually do their own separate Brexit deal as well? And furthermore, why can't we do this with individual cities, like as is the case, say, with London, whereby we voted like Remain, you know? Why can't like we have like in London, we have our own like elected mayor, Sadiq Khan, we have City Hall. So why can't we make our own, do our own like separate Brexit deal, you know? And anywhere else in the UK with elected mayors, where there's a will to do this, you know, like for there to be a separate Brexit deal for those individual cities. Yeah, be they Remain cities or Leave cities, you know. If there's like a will to do this, to have a separate Brexit deal in those cities. Yeah, you know, because then why not? Yeah, say like some cities, even if they've like voted Remain, well, even if they voted like Leave, some cities might still want, I don't know, some cities might still want to be part of the single market. Other cities might think no, they want a free trade deal, you know. So, so why can't we have like separate deals for like separate cities? You know, I mean, I don't see why we can't do this, you know. So, I think should be doable, or at least we could try to, you know. Yeah, and it's democratic. That's what I would say. Yeah, and also what would I like to say? What else? Yeah, I'd just like to say that post Brexit, I'd like to see, just as like other parliaments within the United Kingdom, like Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, have had lots of powers devolved to them. Yeah, I'd like to see them get even more powers devolved to them, like devolution max style system. But then I'd also like to see like individual cities within the United Kingdom that have elected mayors like our own, you know, in London City Hall. I'd like to see all such individual cities with elected mayors like have like lots more powers devolved to them, you know, and a devolution max style system ideally, whereby we can make most of our own laws, all of these individual cities, as long as there's a will within those individual cities, you know, like a mandate to do this, whereby the vast majority of the people in those cities want this sort of system, then why not, you know? Then we can have the decentralization of government, you know, and devolution max style system. Yeah, and I'm very much in support of this. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to say that obviously in America they have like this sort of system whereby like most states, or I think all states, make most of their own laws or lots of their own laws, and I'm very much in support of that system. So, I mean, I think it would be a good thing to have that sort of system here, really, as well. Like, or at least we could try it. I mean, I think it would be a good thing, you know. So, yeah, and yeah, no, I mean, obviously, I'm not too happy with what's happened in it politically at the moment with like America, with Donald Trump's got in, and I'm not too happy the way that the country's going at the moment, America, as I'm sure a lot of Americans are not too happy at the moment at how it's going as well, you know. But well, let's wait and see what happens there, and wait and hopefully, like, well, I hope that like doesn't end up being a ban on people from 6 different nations, which is what it is now. As it used to be 7, there was going to be 7 nations. Now it's 6 nations in America that there's going to be a ban on people in 6 different nations. Um, the courts overturned that decision, thankfully, in America, and I hope that Donald Trump backs down on this. Obviously, I hope he doesn't go ahead with this. Let's wait and see. I mean, maybe he'll see sense. Let's hope so. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, well, I would like to say at the moment, certainly, if he goes ahead with the ban on people in 6 different nations, then which he's intended to do still at the moment, then I don't know if that happens. Then I definitely would be against him having like a state visit to the United Kingdom, if he still goes ahead with this. But if he backs down on this, then I think yes, then I think it's okay for him to have a state visit then, I'd say. But only if he backs down on this, I would say, definitely. That's my belief. And I don't know, is there anything else I've missed out? Oh yeah, post-Brexit, I'd also like to see us have like a fully elected House of Lords. And also yeah, maybe an English Parliament, because I mean, like there's a Scottish, Welsh, and Northern Ireland parliaments and assemblies. So why not like an English Parliament? And also a proportional representation system. I think we could introduce this, So yeah, I think this would be a much fairer electoral system, So I'd like to see that happen as well. So let's see. Let's hope lots of these things start to happen. So okay, well, anyway, that's my thoughts. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Take care then. Bye.